Sometimes you start thinking about it. And
what do you do on the ship?
hi, my name is Yuri and I'm production. I'm working in entertainment department. So my job, I'm responsible for lights, video, sound, and show. So we entertaining the passengers. I'm responsible for the backstage job, so for props, for helping dancers on the show, for set up musicians on all of the venues, and mostly all technical support what we can provide for our entertainers, for our guest entertainers, for our photo department, for all of the departments which needs media support.
So basically what you do on board, you're doing behind the scene.
Yeah, no one see us.
How do you get the job on board?
I applied on my country. We have one agency. It's a lot of people who is trying to apply on this work.
But how do you like your job compared to land?
I like it very much because this is totally different life and totally different job comparing with what we have on land. Yes, it has some difficulties, of course, but if you will try to understand how all of the seafarers live in here, mostly people come back. Of course, you have to use to this life. Of course, you have to understand that it's difficult. It's not what you have back home, because back home you have family, you have friends there, you are going on work, you have 8 hours, 12 hours shift, and then you come back to see your wife, your kids, your parents. You have 2 or 1 day vacation, holiday, or day off. You can forget about everything. But here, you're spending free time with your colleagues. You share a table, you share plates, you share food, you share everything. You share your free time.
So your colleague is your family, eh?
Yeah, it is. It is your family, and mostly this is the very good people. You will find a lot of people who are very open-hearted, very open-minded. You will learn a lot from them. You will learn a lot from people with whom you work. You can be in a lot of countries. You will know a lot of cultures. You will know a lot of people, and it's very nice to be here.
Do you like it? Like how you live right now, right? Far from home, far from the family. You just by yourself on the ship.
I'm telling you that for now, I'm in the company 3 years. And I would love to keep doing this. Yes, it's tough life, as we told about it. Yes, it's different comparing with what we had back home. But it's worth it.
What is the hardest part living on the ship?
As you told, it's to be far from your
family.
home. But in the opposite side, the hardest part is you don't have a day off. You're working every day for whole your contract.
How long is your contract?
My contract is 6 months, plus minus 1 month. So mostly it's 6. Yeah, mostly it's 6 months.
Mostly 6 months. Okay. They consider you as a staff, right? Not a crew.
Yes. So we have like 3 categories: crew members, staff member, and officer. Depends on which level you are. You have different privileges.
True.
So, of course, if you're working in the as a crew member, it's different.
And it's quite hard, eh?
Quite hard,
hard.
because, but to be honest, some of crew members comparing with staff member, they earn more.
Yeah, true.
So
true.
it's all about your wishes. You want to
Earn more?
earn more or easy life.
Easy, yeah.
So it's all about it.
Let's say, if you have a chance to move department, where do you want to move?
Probably I will try some officer position, like future cruise sales.
Which is good. It's
Which is
really
very good.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's different life. So
True.
why? Like my work right now, it's far from everyone. I'm speaking not with passengers, I'm speaking with with
true.
equipment. But when you are in front of passengers, you will hear a lot of negative emotions. You have to be in very good mood every day. You can't be, oh, I'm not in the mood. No, especially if you're a sailor, you have to be every day in a good mood. So probably this is gonna be hard, but it's worth it. Each position on board,
there's a plus and
different.
minus, yeah.
Yes.
There's a plus and minus.
Everyone on each department saying, oh, your position is better, oh, your position is better, no, your position is better.
But when you try, maybe you don't want to try.
You know that every position
Yeah,
has some
true.
plus and minus.
For
sure.
example, like he said, if you say you want to be a future cruise, right? Maybe it's a good life, right? When people sees it, but when you already got the job and then you know how it works, you will think like, oh shoot, I shouldn't like apply for this because it's not for me. So it depends on you. Let's say like me, I'm a photographer, right? I used to be a photographer at home. The reason why I'm working here as a photographer and I survive because I love photography and I like to talk to people. That's why I'm here like 7 years, right? If let's say if I don't like this job and I try to apply for this, maybe it's like a year or so. It's the same like you. You love your job. That's why you survive and you're expecting to get like a promotion because living on the ship, you get promotion. It depends on your performance, right?
Yeah, you have to work hard. This
true.
is hard life. The slogan of seafarers is work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
Oh, every time like that. So of course you're working a lot, 11, 12 hours a day.
Of course.
But then you have opportunities to see some countries, to see some new good friends from all over the world. You have some great parties. You have a lot of opportunities to share your vision, to share some knowledge, to know something different comparing what you have back home.
I have a question about my country. Right?
Okay.
You're working with Indonesian people.
Yeah.
Right? You met Indonesian people. What do you think about Indonesian people? You can say a bad thing about us. It's fine. We're just gonna kill you when you go to Indonesia. That's it.
Bye-bye. No, I can't say anything bad because, as you said, it's quite a lot of Indonesians here. And what I saw, it's mostly open-heart people. And when you see these people and when people trying to help you whenever you don't know them, and they trying to help you when they see that you are in trouble or when they see that you need some help, I'm this kind of person when I will try to help everyone, but when I need some help and they can't help, I really love it. So yeah, I'm very good I have a lot of good friends from Indonesia.
What do you think about ship's relationship? Because sometimes people want to work on the ship because let's say I'm Indonesian, right? I'm single, and then I want to work on the ship because I want to find a partner on the ship, and it happens.
Yeah.
And then when they work on the ship, and then they realize that, oh shit, it's not for me.
So
what do you think about that?
how
Like your personal opinion?
my personal opinion is I'm into it. Why? I have two my best friends who is Ukrainians
Mhm.
from my city. They live next to my house.
Mhm.
So both of them has wives.
Mhm.
They worked on ships.
Mhm.
Right now they are retired, but one of them has Canadian wife and
Mhm.
one of them has Mexican wife. So Ukrainian with Canadian and Ukrainian with Canadian. So Mexican, Canadian,
And then
it
Mexican.
doesn't matter
Yeah.
from which country you are. You know,
It
love
depends on the
is
person.
all
Yeah,
around
true.
the world. And here on board you can find anyone. So
Yeah, true.
it's a lot. It's a lot of relationship, loyal relationship.
On
it's
the
a
ship,
lot of,
yeah.
it's a lot of people who wants to share their heart with someone.
But to be honest, sometimes it depends on like how you talk to them,
Yeah.
right? Let's say if you have a bad English, women most of the time they got bored or tired when they try to explain to you and then you never understand and then they're like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to this guy, right?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you have this problem.
Like really bad
communication.
English, yeah.
Communication problem. This is the first problem when you start working on work.
I'm not saying that my English is good, but the thing is, what you need to have is a good, like, understand, like, how to say it, like, conversation, right? Let's say I say something to you, and you understand,
Yes.
right? And then you say something to me, and I understand.
Hopefully,
That's-
them will understand.
I hope you understand. No, they're gonna understand because I'm gonna put a subtitle on there.
Maybe someone wants to try to understand our English.
Yeah, so if you think that you want to work on the ship and then you want to find a relationship, you need to improve your English first. And then you need to improve your, how to say it, like conversation basically.
Yeah.
If you can talk to a girl and they like it, then it's easy for you to get their heart. But if you're annoying, then it's not gonna happen. So it depends on you. Do you have any tips how to get a Ukrainian girl?
Oh, Ukrainian girl. If you are very polite, if you are very kind.
Oh yeah, what I heard, if you are a man and then you go somewhere, you need to open the door for her.
Yes, this
Yeah,
is
that's what
basic,
happened, right?
basic gentleman stuff.
Not everywhere.
It's very interesting. For me, it's very interesting because I was grown like that. So in my culture, girls have to know how to cook, of course.
Ah, okay.
But one of my friends, which has Mexican wife, I'm not talking that it's all of the Mexican girls like that, but he said she never cooked. She never cooked for 3 years.
Maybe she cannot cook.
It's not about it. She said
She don't
it's
wanna learn.
It's not about
Ah,
our
okay.
culture.
Okay.
So we have something cheap outside of our house, so we go
So
in
you go
there
buy.
and we go in there and we have a meal somewhere there.
So
And she's never cooking. So when he wants to have some meal, he cooking for himself and for herself.
okay.
That's how it works there. So it's different. You
Different, yeah,
trying
true.
to understand all of the nationalities with whom you work.
So, if you want your wife to cook for you, find Indonesian. Find Indonesian because they like to cook. Even the men. If you're looking for a man, Indonesian man likes to cook.
That's very interesting to know.
But don't worry, he's a real man. He's a real man. I've heard in like mostly European country, they like to go to party. Right? Why?
So this is how we can not thinking about work, not
Yeah,
thinking
true.
about our family, or not thinking about what's happened right now on work, because it's tough to be on board. It's tough because you have a lot of friends and enemies, unfortunately, yeah. And sometimes you're tired. You're tired of people with whom you're spending 24/7. You know, you can't go somewhere to not see them.
Yeah.
It's 300 meters for 60 meters, and you will find them everywhere.
So basically, party for you is a place to hang out. right?
Yes,
It's a
and
place
to
to
play-
talk to someone and then to
Yes,
forget
for
everything.
sure.
But the problem is in Indonesia, sometimes people always think that if you go to party, it means you're trying to find a hookup, right? You try to go for a sex, which is not true. Which is not true. On the ship, that's the place where you find someone to talk, like where you share your heart, right? Where you, let's say you're tired working the whole day and then you want to talk to someone, then you go to the crew bar. The crew bar is not like a nightclub. It's not a nightclub. Basically, it's just a place for you to get
where
a
you
drink,
can- yes.
because you cannot
can
drink.
hang
You
out
cannot
with
get any
someone.
drink anywhere. For crew, we have a crew bar.
It's a
If
lot
you
of
want to
activities
chill out,
there.
you want to hang out with someone, then crew bar is the place.
So just to let you know, I'm not drinking for long period right
See?
now. So I'm
never
going
drink.
to crew bar just to hang out with my friends.
Just get a Coke,
want to
drink a juice.
to share my
Yeah.
time there, to spend some good time there, because I can play football there, I can play pool, I
True,
can
yeah.
play some video games.
Mhm.
And even if you don't play anything, even if you're not drinking, you have plenty people there and you can spend time with them.
And-
so why not?
The thing is, on the ship, what we call crew bar is basically it's a crew recreation
room, yes.
Yeah, because you have a PlayStation there, you have pool, snooker, you have
Football there.
football, right? Basically, if you wanna like relieve yourself, then go to the crew bar. But me myself, I never go to the crew bar because I don't like crowd. You know.
Yeah,
I like to talk like this, or maybe like somewhere that's quieter, but not in the crew bar. Or you can go to the crew bar, but find like
The place where
somewhere
is
the
the-
place that a little bit quiet.
very quiet. Yeah,
You can do that one as well. Do you have any tips or recommendation for new joiner?
The best tips what I can give to new joiners from each country, to be more socialized, because whenever you socialize with people, you improve in yourself. First of all, you improve in your language skills.
True.
Second, you improve in your
Social skill.
social skills. Exactly. So you're trying to know someone who is from the other countries,
true.
even from your countries. Sometimes when you're working on board, you speaking only English. Of course, if you don't have someone from other countries in your team. But whenever you are on board, you're speaking only English. And then you're trying to go somewhere to find your colleagues who is from your country, and you can speak with them on the same language. And that means socialize as well. So you can find anyone here. We here, it's 48 nationalities here. So you can find
True.
everyone from all over the world. So yeah, it's very nice to have friends from all over the world.
And the thing is, when you socialize with people, right? When you need any help, let's say you're very stressed with your boss or with your job, and then you want to talk to someone, then you can go to your friends. No matter where they are from, if you're making friends with someone else, you're gonna feel like home when you're working on the ship. That's why better to socialize.
Tips what I can give.
true.
You have to socialize with people, and that will help you to work
To
with work.
survive on the ship.
Yeah, because it's tough. It's really tough life because you're far from your family, you're far from your friends, from home.
You're far from everything.
Internet is very expensive,
It's very expensive.
but you have a lot of friends.
Yeah, true.
And it's a lot of friends who will be in whole life. Because whenever I will go on Australia, I have Australian friends.
Oh,
Whenever
true.
I will go
True, yeah.
in America, I have a lot of American friends.
So let's say,
Even Indonesia,
Yeah.
why not?
let's say if you finish your contract, right, and then you want to travel around the world. If if I want to go to Ukraine, I can call him. Yuri, I'm in Ukraine right now. Do you mind to send me somewhere? Right? I want to see this. I want to see that.
Yeah, and that will show something there.
At least, even if he don't want it, but he have to because it's my friend. That's the tips from him. So basically, you need to make friends if you want to live on the ship. I think that's it.
Thank you.
You answer all my question.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Hopefully we're
gonna work again.
encourage someone to go to work and work.
Hopefully we're gonna work again somewhere. Not sure when, but sometimes when you finish your contract, you're not gonna see each other again, right? But sometimes you meet them all the time on every single contract that you have. But like right now, Yuri is a best friend. He's a good friend. When you miss someone like that, it's really hard because you're not gonna meet someone like that again. So just hope for the best. So if you want to work on the ship, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like the video and share with your friends, and I don't know what to say. Goodbye. I'll see you again next video. Thank you, man.
You're very welcome.